If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitated.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Benji's Shenanigans. My name is Benji, of course. And, this is Slay the Princess. Now we are on a path to slay a princess.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
That's all you problem.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is
because she's
up,
dangerous, sure. Yeah, if I waste time, everyone's gonna die, yada 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 yada.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
The princess seems a bit bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Oof. Did I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
That's fair. Can you tell me what the prize is?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Yeah, no, we're not going
supposed to save.
We're not going to kill the
slave.
princess immediately. This time.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We're at chapter 1. Then we're back to basics. I say we're going to save the princess. We're not going to slay the princess.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I would say I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck off, narrator.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
So you can bite it off? Cool.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
I didn't realize it would be chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
See what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Fuck off, narrator. I want to hear it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Sadly, no.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna say yeah. I'll look upstairs, and at the very least I'll grab the knife and try and use that to bust the chains or something.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
It's a wooden door. Give it a good fucking
Your
kick.
shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well,
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Ah!
before raising
Ah!
her arm to
Ah!
her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Fuck.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
No, save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged,
Oh, I hate
self-inflicted
this.
wound on the princess's
Oh.
arm, just above the unyielding
Oh, I hate
chain
this.
binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
I hate it.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Oh.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
I'm so
She
sorry.
didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, no, we're gonna grab the blade and actually use that to
No.
try and bust the chain
She
next time.
didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
I am so sorry.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, no, let's... Yeah.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Narrator, what the fuck?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
What is this?
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Fuck off, narrator. I don't give a
Whatever.
fuck what you think.
She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Nope.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Maybe it has to.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh no!
You're on a path in the woods.
Nah,
You're here.
yep. I'm getting terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh my god, I hate this guy.
Beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to...
Including the narrator as part of that four, okay.
Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I mean, yeah, I don't like this guy.
A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, no, I think he does.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My
Dude,
passions are
I hate this guy. I hate this fucking guy.
Expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. Its stone walls
I see the
draped in
mirror again.
fine
I'm not doing it.
tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. I take the... No. I will take the blade. Try and free her.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
I hate this guy.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Fuck off. Now enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even
Jesus
more
Christ.
beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue
Dude.
till you're taking this a little
Dude.
too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
I'm just happy she can't hear you guys.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul
Dude.
imprisonment.
Jesus
You know she can't hear
Christ.
you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear
Dude.
my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Wouldn't?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Yeah, no, but...
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
She said wouldn't come back.
Waiting for you to come back.
Yeah.
I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever.
Oh yeah, I can.
Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
No, I'm not gonna just... Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I'd rather not.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No,
She
you
didn't
are.
care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I have to ask, yeah.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't
No.
that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every
Dude, shut the
word
fuck
that
up.
passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. Not so sure.
Yeah. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Now, why'd you kill me?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
I don't know.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us.
No.
She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Still gonna try and rescue you.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
That's
I
a
think he's
good
right,
point.
because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Maybe she does have another voice in her head. I'm still gonna rescue her, I think.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
One hell of a misunderstanding.
Gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her.
The music's
so
changing.
of course
The
she
music's
wants the
changing.
same,
The
right?
music's changing. You want to leave? Then let's leave. What would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
Is she broken? What's going on?
I don't like
What's
this.
going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
What the hell's going on with her eyes? You want to leave? Then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this.
Something, yeah, her eyes were like getting bigger.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm not, damn it. I don't like the guy.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
No. I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
But
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable.
what the fuck?
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
Didn't realize you could fancy yourself a drink.
If her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Honestly, no, we're leaving.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin.
And
then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
is she going to be absorbed?
Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
She has been absorbed. You don't get a chance to make that jacket? Nor will you ever. Time for you to leave. Memory return.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
You okay?
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You will be fine.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
That's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. Mirror makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. Withered. Find yourself in unquiet. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
No matter how many times I go back, one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change? That make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Not really, it seems all distant. I don't resent you, no.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
You know what happens to the worlds we leave behind.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Maybe figure out what you'll want when you finish.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
How many more vessels do I need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Fair. You still not care what I bring you now?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I like to think, with the shattering noise that happens each time, we're back at square one.
You're on a path.
I'm gonna pause here. I think what I'll do this next one is I will bring the knife down and try to save her. And use that to like bust the chains or something. And see if that gets me a different outcome than what we've gotten now. But thank you all for watching. I hope some of this is making sense to somebody. And we will see where this keeps taking us. But thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one, wherever that goes. Deuces.